Hey everybody, welcome to Drinking with Dave. Today we're going to make a classic Canadian cocktail. Actually, what I would call the Canadian cocktail, which is a Bloody Caesar. Now it's similar to a Bloody Mary, but way better. And the things that you're going to need to make this cocktail are the following. You will need Mott's Clamato juice. Yes, not tomato juice. Clam and tomato juice. You will need Worcestershire sauce. You will need some Tabasco sauce to spice it up because it's a spicy cocktail. You will need celery sticks. And the most important thing, what really makes a Caesar, is celery salt. So you'll need this for the rim. Oh yes, and there's one thing that you can't forget. This is not a virgin Bloody Caesar. It is a Bloody Caesar. So you will need vodka, which I love. Now, why is this such a great drink? Well, I think what makes it a great drink is two things. Like I said, the rim and how it's put together, as well as the secret ingredient, which is Clamato juice. Now, if you're gonna make this really, to make a perfect Caesar, you have to have a big, tall beer glass. That's how I like to do it anyway. And before you put the ice in it or anything like that, you need to set the stage. By set the stage, I mean you gotta put the rim on. So how are we gonna do that? Well, we need to get that celery salt on this rim of the glass. First thing you do is you have a plate with water in it. That's gonna wet the rim. And then the other plate with your celery salt, you just dip it in and voila. You have a celery salted rim, which in my opinion is what makes a Caesar. Once you've done that, you can get in and throw your ice. I like to use these, but the ice just falls out, so I'm going to use my fingers. I consider myself a bit of a, Caesar connoisseur. I've been drinking them for quite a long time now. And I've drank so many different kinds of ones. Spicy ones, not so spicy ones, ones with beans. You can really do whatever you want with this to make it your own, as long as you have the main ingredients. So, once you have your lovely ice and your rimmed glass, you want to add the important stuff, the alcohol. This is a shot and a half of alcohol. Sometimes you can put more, sometimes you can put less. Got the vodka in there. Now, the next thing you need to do is you got to spice it up. This is where the spices come in, because it's got to get on the ice, you see, and it also has to mix with the vodka. So we start with Liam Perrin's Worcestershire sauce. Usually you use it for steaks or cooking. I put about 6 dabs. That gives it a little bit of tanginess. And then we want to spice it up, of course, with our Tabasco sauce. Again, to taste, to me, I'm a spicy kind of guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going 8, 10. I'm going 10. This is going to be one spicy Caesar, which I like. Once that's done, I like to move it around and get all those spices with the ice and the vodka in there so it all mixes together. What makes this quintessentially Canadian? Well, it is this, Clamato juice. Because who else would think to put clam juice and tomato juice together than Canadians? Yes, it's true. It sounds gross, right? Sounds awful. Really, if someone came up to me and offered me a clam juice, I'd probably walk away, even if it had alcohol in it. But mix it with tomato juice and it becomes a yummy drink, even on its own. But much better in a Caesar. So, first we gotta give this a shake. Shake it on up. You gotta mix all the clam juice and the tomato juice together so you get all that clammy goodness. One note, this also comes in regular and spicy, so if you don't have the spices to put in the Caesar, you can get a spicy Clamato juice. Next thing you gotta do is you gotta stir it. In Canada, who needs stir sticks? Who needs spoons? I don't need that. I'm using a celery stalk, because you know what? This isn't just a drink, it's a meal. So you take your celery stalk, give that a stir. Oh yeah. There you go, that stays. Green, red, very colorful drink. And finally, you can garnish it with whatever you want. I've seen it garnished with hot beans. I've seen it garnished with limes. Give that a little bit of a cut from my bartending days. That goes on there, like that. And boom, ladies and gentlemen, there you have the classic Canadian cocktail, the Bloody Caesar. One other thing is when you get this cocktail in a restaurant or you order it anywhere, or even if you have it at home, a lot of the times they serve it with a straw. I take the straw out. Why? Because the key to tasting the beautiful, sumptuous taste of a Caesar is getting the celery salt in. So you give the lime a squeeze, because you want to get that in there. Oh yeah. And it goes. A little stir with your celery stick. And then Make sure you get, like this, see? You get the celery and the drink all in at once. Oh, baby, that's good. Man, and you know what? This is not a summer cocktail. It's not a winter cocktail. It's an all year round Canadian cocktail. You got a drink, you got a meal, you got some clam juice, and some celery. What more could you want?